But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rafe in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zit the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you're not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Drops it off to Martin. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it second and short. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. You got three. Three down.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. First carry for Doug Martin, the two-time Pro Bowler in Tampa. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McCarron. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. First down, the run with Lynch. And now running right through him. Lynch busting free. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's McCarron. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for McCarron. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. run again on first down, Chubb. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mayfield now on second down. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's it, baby. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go with Chubb on second down. And an alley to run. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at #1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
319.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Drops it off for Chubb. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And spins away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Coney Ely in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They pitch it to Chubb. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10.
Lucky 56, lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90, blue 90.
Mayfield off the play fake, and the Raiders have got him. Jonathan Hankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Second down, Mayfield. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got him, on me.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Gun!
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. This is Harris. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now McCarron. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Play action. It's McCarron. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. It's McCarron. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Mayfield looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Motion. All right, now, lucky 56.
Mayfield on first down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This quarterback now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
All right, now, lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mike, check. Gun!
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Tahir Whitehead. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing, Mayfield. And pressure gets to him again. Tahir Whitehead in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Harris now to return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Handoff comes to Lynch. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who could make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a give to Lynch. 11 more on that one and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run for it with Lynch. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Set. Green 39.
They'll run for it with Martin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
No. Check. Patriot.
A give. This is Chubb. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Back now in the East Bay as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, Lynch. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, here's McCarron. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working from the gun here, McCarron. And he He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. Landry now on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football.
It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now McCarron throwing on second. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now Landry. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Mayfield now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now here come the Raiders. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over, I guess.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Connects it to Roberts, right side. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Shotgun snap from McCarron. And complete, right side to Cook. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's McCarron. And he finds Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. And McCarron now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
You got 4. You got 4. 26, Mike. I got him.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Check 3.
Again, they'll throw it with A.J. McCarron. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
87's mine. I got 87. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Detroit!
McCarron looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is McCarron. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Here's Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Gun!
Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and took their chances there. They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Browns, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.